And good evening, a fine Sunday evening. The Buffalo Bills are handling the Kansas City Chiefs, and that means that we are going live here on Grabs TV and the Sicko Show. I'm your host, the Matty Man. We're going to be reviewing or watching along tonight with Rhodes Wrestling Academy. I'm going to be working on a couple of things here real quick just to see what we can pull off. Actually, I'm going to wait until tomorrow to do that. I'm gonna have a setup here coming where we will actually be able to watch along. What a thought, you know? But anyway, like, comment, share, etc., etc., etc. I mean, Dustin Rhodes put a lot of work into these shows. On average, he does really, really well with them, and it's just kicking off here in roughly about 2 minutes. Let's get that volume down here. Alright, how we feeling tonight, folks? Got 8 viewers in, 8 viewers. Glad to see it. Chat is a little bit goofy, and so is the volume control and everything, but we're working through it here a little bit at a time. We're going to have a brand new setup coming in December, amongst many other things going on here, ladies and gentlemen. Dustin Rhodes, friend of the show, well, actually a follower of my page now. Thank you, Dustin. And I want to do everything I can to get that RWA brand out there. He's got his own promotion working as well. Got a show coming up on Thursday. Going to find out when that hits YouTube. We're going to do a live watch along for that as well. Looks like we're going to be in the box all week. It is heading to AEW pay-per-view week. How flippin' cool is that? Damn. I mean, for real. Shoot. I was just telling everybody, I'm like, don't bother me at all. I'm going to be on stream. We're on stream tonight. We're going to be streaming a live watch-along for Raw tomorrow. Then we're going to try a little bit of NXT, see how that goes. And then, of course, we're definitely covering that Dynamite show, because that Dynamite show is going to be off the damn chain. You know that, and I know that. Thursday, if Dustin Rhodes' show makes it to YouTube, we're going to cover that on Thursday. Then Friday, we're going to be handling SmackDown and Rampage. Saturday is Full Gear. Tony Khan got a nice show lined up for us for Full Gear, and we are live. Please do not try this at home. But yeah, I figured it out now. I've just about got everything figured out how I want to do it with the live watch-alongs going forward. I think what we're going to do is we're going to have everything lined up where you can see it. Now let's see what we got here for volume. Alright, we got the opening right now. We're showing the students. This is a student play out. If you are not 100% aware, I'm going to drop the stream handle here in just a second. Alright, so we know we're going to have 5 matches. Let's see here. We're starting off tonight. I'm going to get the link for you here real quick. Give me just a second here. We're about to get it going here. Alright, here comes that stream link just in case. It's free to watch. Free to watch. Free for everybody. Getting those links out there so everybody can see it. We're starting off with an over-the-top battle royal. Let's see what we got here. And everybody's going at it. I have no names whatsoever. Not going to be a whole lot of calls on these matches because I don't know anybody at all. These are all students. Just a reminder. Texas style. I will tell you right now, they're looking pretty tough on this one. The dude with no shoes and looks like he weighs $140 is doing great. The Vachon lookalike over here in the right-hand corner looks like he's about to catch the first elimination. Let's see here, over the toe, barely hanging on here. I'm going to call him Luigi because that's what he reminds me of. He's too small for Mario, but he's perfect for Luigi. Oh, we got 9 viewers. 9 viewers coming around here. Thank you very much. Yes. Big chops coming from the Vachon lookalike. Hang on one second here. We've got a guy who wants to be Uzi. Somebody standing right on his chest here. Let's see what we got. And the guy who watched one too many Jeff Hardy videos is starting to get into the match. Let's see what we've got here. I'm going to leave this running so you can hear some of the audio here, but obviously we've got the links here, so if you want to join along, this is absolutely free to watch on YouTube, and you can sit here and just listen to the stream. We can sit here and watch it together, come up with some ideas, what are we thinking, and just a reminder too, like I said, Dustin Rhodes is going to have his first live show next Thursday. There's still a couple of tickets left. Let me pull that one up real quick here so I can see where I'm at on this. Let's see here. I just saw the post for it here. Texas Fall Fury. Location. The RWA bullpen in Leander, Texas. Texas Fall Fury. Rhodes Wrestling Association established last year. The RWA. First house show. Got a few tickets left in Leander, Texas. So you might want to grab them while they're available. Let's see here. All right. So the goal of this match right here is to get an RWA championship contender. Big atomic drop right there. The Lucha looking guy right there. All right, RhodesWrestlingAcademy.com, and they are taking new students here. Let me push this back a little bit so everybody can see me. They are taking new students in here. He's got an advertisement out. If you are serious about becoming a professional wrestler, he wants to talk to you. Dustin wants to talk to you. And if you want to have a really good shot at no one getting a hold of your name and so on, I'm going to pull this down just a little bit more here because there we go. Now everybody can see me. There we go. That's better. That's what we like to see right here. The Jungle Boy lookalike, I think, is about out of the ring here at the moment too. So, but we can tell. No, there he is. There he is right there. They're making a partnership, kind of, sort of, not really. We'll see how this works out. Uh-oh. Okay, the guy who just got eliminated first, apparently his name is The Bastard. Gotta love that. Hey, we got 10 viewers on this thing. Thank you very much. All right, let's see what we're working with here. And Justice is the next man eliminated here. The New Jack Wannabe over in the corner looks like he's in a little bit of trouble. Meanwhile, Luigi and Uzi right here getting ready to go at it a little bit. It looks like they're pumping and popping each other here. Pause. And Luigi catches himself again, tries to work his way. Ooh, gets booted right in the head. Okay, his actual in-ring name is Virgo. I've been calling him Luigi, but, hey, that's all it is to it. Anyway, the New Jack Wannabe right there just got his clock cleaned right in the corner by the Vachon lookalike. Meanwhile, the Jungle Boy guy there in the middle there looks like he's definitely dishing out. His agreement partner is no longer in the match here, so we're going to stick with this one real close here and see what we've got. All right, looks like we've got a pretty good-looking melee going on right here in the middle. Looks like the Lucha guy's helping Justice. I do know Justice. Now, that one I have caught. So like I said here, we're going to keep dropping the link. We're going to keep dropping the link throughout the show. Want everybody to fill this thing up here, pause. I want Dustin to see some support out of all this. That's what we're going for. And honestly, you're getting to see the future of professional wrestling. Most of Dustin's students go on to fulfilled careers within the independent circuit, and a couple of them have even made it on to the big screen. Right, lots of violence here, and please don't try this at home, as you've been so warned. But this is match number 1. We're going to have 5 matches coming up here, and this is number 1. Well, can't wait to see number 2. Justice, definitely out of it. So, one way or another, we are going to get a new contender, not the old stuff of what we're used to seeing on the RWA shows here. One way or another, we are going to get a fresh contender for the RWA title coming up in not too far from now, to be honest with you. All right, Head Honcho is... All right, looks like Head Honcho is pretty much out of it. So we've got the Vachon lookalike down here. We got the guy who's watched way too many Hardy videos, and then we've got the Usi dude and the New Jack lookalike over here in the corner. I can definitely see what they're going for with the characters, though. It does make sense. I can see that part of it. At least that's how I think I see it. Not 100% sure on that just yet. But we're down to the final 4 here. Obviously, we're dropping links here, too, so you can pick up on the action that's going on here live and in living color here. Rhodes Wrestling Academy.
Now he knows. That crazy son of a bitch is going to take him out now. Come on, Axel. Over. Oh, but Sin.
Big kick and... Sin is out. Boom. There goes Voltage. So we found out his name is Voltage. Sin and Voltage. 2 things you definitely don't want in the middle of the ring. They're both gone. We are down to our final 2.
Look at those mid-30 rolls, baby. Look at those mid-30 rolls. Can't deny Deadlock has still got some climb in him. Shamir Alexander, a 21-year-old rookie out of Queen.
All right, that would be Shamir Alexander. Working from the top position, pause. And, yeah, we're down to our final 2 here. Big stomp on the foot. That is highly underrated in wrestling anyway. Big suplex. Drops him like a bad habit. Let's see what we're working with here. Okay, so this guy's ring name is Dadbod. Dadbod and Alexander are final 2. Of course, you can see the younger Rhodes around there. Gentleman with the cowboy hat represents one of their tag title holders. Alexander. If I made an observation here, I can see what they're trying to do. The selling is a little bit, I don't know. I don't know about that. Not criticizing. It takes a hell of a lot of work to get to this point. All right, boom. Oh, dad bod out. Alexander wins in convincing fashion on top of all that. Alexander winning up, picking up the final elimination there, and we'll be right back in just 1 second here.
What a great victory for the rookie here, Alexander. He will now face C.D. Bennett in the main event. Alexander Bennett, main event. Stick around. What a great battle royal as we continue with our 11th show.
All right, we're back. Come to find out that Mr. Alexander is going to be competing for the RWA title in the main event, which is approximately 3 matches away from here. All right, RTJ in the ring right now. All right, RTJ in the ring awaiting his opponent as we speak right now.
This music is so loud. Oh my God, is the tag team champion.
Wyatt Rhodes. I was trying to catch his name correctly. We got Wyatt and RTJ in here for our next match. Let me grab a drink of water here. I still have the flu, guys, and my voice is still sus, so we're working on it.
This makes me sick. Look at this dumb son of a from right here in Austin, Texas.
The absolute grandson of a plumber, Wyatt Rhodes, one half of the RWA Tag Team Champions. And before you say nepotism, I watched that show and they fucking earned it. That's just all there is to it. Nobody handed them anything. They worked their asses off for those titles. I watched that one all the way through too. In fact, that was my first actual live review. Wow, have we come full circle. Wyatt and RTJ in the ring right now, circling around. Give me just a minute. November 21st. It is actually sold out. Texas Fall Fury is actually sold out. It's coming up next Thursday. So we got RTJ and Wyatt Rhodes. They are posturing in the ring right now. Collar and elbow tie up. This is actually going to be a scientific wrestling match. Reverse, reverse, reverse. They're rolling through the rings here. RTJ got Wyatt backed up in the corner. We're going to get a clean break. Looks like we're getting a clean break, but then Wyatt pops out of the ring into another collar and elbow tie-up right here. Hip toss, actually, yeah. And he's working his way through a crucifix right now. Picks up a 2 count. Let's see where we're at on this one now. Whips him back into the turnbuckle. RTJ, too smart for that. Flips around, sunset flip, picks up a count of 1. Wyatt got to reassess his tactics, per se. All right. Circling each other. Circling each other. And we have our third collar and elbow tie-up right now. RTJ looking like he's taking a couple of shots to the back already. Hip toss out of nowhere. Whips him right into the rope. Another hip toss right there. Wyatt is fundamentally sound. Of the students that I've seen, Wyatt is one of the more fundamentally sound competitors in RWA. Big suplex, which you would expect him to be. High drop kick, kicks RTJ clean out of the ring. RTJ finds his way to the floor. And Wyatt doing a little bit of showboating up there in the ring. I guess he's starting to learn his character one way or another here. That was actually pretty good. And we got 13 viewers right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're going to keep dropping the link here to make sure that it stays pretty prominent in the chat area there. That way you know where to go to see what I'm seeing live right now. You can pull this up on your computer. Plenty to view with, the whole 9 yards. All right, RTJ got Wyatt in a headlock. Finally got him down to the mat. Now we're doing a little bit of low mat grappling here. Wyatt finds the ropes. Referee calling for the break. And we do not get a clean break. RTJ with a solid shot. One shot and a big kick to the gut right there. Wyatt's looking like he's a little bit out of it here, but we're not sure yet. Got him in the corner there. Big chop. Big chop. That just rearranged everything up there. Are you kidding me? His grandkids felt that one. Wyatt's struggling a little bit here, RTJ. Showboating. You might want to stay on the guy there, RTJ. You got him down. You need to jump back in there and finish this thing up. All this showboating right here, I don't know exactly what that's supposed to accomplish, but I know how it's going to end if you keep that up. Let's see here. Whips him back into the corner turnbuckle there, and Wyatt just getting out of the way, turning that into a roll for a count of one. Big boot from RTJ back to the midsection of Wyatt Rose. Wyatt Rose goes straight down to the mat this time, banging his head on the floor, trying to get himself back into this match, trying to psych himself up. RTJ slowly, methodically picking him up. Big chop again. Those chops starting to show across Wyatt's chest there, as you can see it turning red, beet red, bright red. Red enough he just stopped traffic. Uppercut. Oh, solid fist to the head, chop to the back. RTJ with a quick shot to the midsection there to keep this thing rolling. Backbreaker. RTJ giving the backbreaker 1 and 2, and not enough for 3 just yet. RTJ seems to be holding his own here. I just wish he'd do a little less showboating. Solid chop to the back. Wyatt is in trouble at this point. Wyatt is starting to question life decisions at this point. RTJ on top, pause, with the fisticuffs. I mean, there's just not another way to put it right there. That's just a straight up right hand right there to the forehead. Comes up with a headlock. Now he's contorting the neck. Joint manipulation. Big punch. He's got that punch down, Pat. Now there we go. There's a chop. There we go. There's a chop. You know what, RTJ? I think it's probably a good idea to stay on your opponent, not let him get a little bit of rest here, but RTJ still hasn't heard me. Barrel rolls back up. Big European uppercut, and that was done quite nicely and very crisp. Wyatt just ducks right out of the way. Big lariat on RTJ. RTJ tasting the mat for the first time seriously in this match. Wyatt working his way back up. He's starting to psych himself up. Got 2 hands on the rope, pulling himself up by the rope. The crowd is going absolutely nuts. Big shoulder in the gut. Big fist. That's what we're looking for. Oh! RTJ sidesteps and catches Rhodes in a sleeper hold. And the fans strongly and solidly starting to get behind Wyatt here. Wyatt gets over to the corner turnbuckle and rearranges all of the facial features of RTJ in the corner turnbuckle. RTJ flat on the ground now. Wyatt, you need to get on this now. Start doing your thing, man. Don't wait around. Don't showboat. That's what it appears he's getting ready to do. It appears that he's getting ready to go for it all. RTJ has recovered enough. He's going to meet him up there at the top. Pause. Looking like he's going to try a superplex from the top rope. There we go. Getting him in position now. And oh! Ooh! Both men worse for wear after that right there. RTJ looking up at the sky, counting stars. Wyatt is unable to look up at the sky or count stars at the point. Here. All right, referee's up to a 5 count. RTJ back to his feet. Wyatt's still questioning how many stars are actually in the sky right now. Crawling over, trying to get his feet under him. RTJ with the big lefts. Oh, he's trying to make fun of Dusty. That's just done it right there. That could have turned it right there. Oh! Trying to sneak in that infamous Rhodes uppercut and got met with a right hand of his own. RTJ once again retaining control of this match. Wyatt's having to work from behind. Pause. Way too much now. RTJ drives Wyatt's head into the turnbuckle. Whipped into the corner. Big lariat from Wyatt. 2 big lariats. Here we go. Power slam from Wyatt on RTJ. There we go. Whips him into the corner. Bulldog. Wyatt's starting to come back now. RTJ can officially tell you there are 47 stars in the air right now because he's counted every single one of them. There we go. Crossroads. Looks like we're getting ready to... Oh, no, he set up for Crossroads and it didn't quite come together just right. RTJ hitting Crossroads. No, not enough for 3. Rhodes kicks out just at the last possible minute. RTJ hitting Crossroads while Wyatt was trying to hit Crossroads. This is starting to get a little interesting. A little bit of ring psychology here. I like what they're doing amongst each other here. Wyatt Rhodes trying to get himself back together here. Let's see what we come up with. Wyatt pulling himself back up slowly, and RTJ picks him up and gets him in a rear naked choke. There we go. He's back to the ropes. Referee going to admonish to break the count. There we go. Got him back in it again. And Wyatt Rhodes accomplishes the pin, interestingly enough, with an inverted backdrop and a flip to lock down the shoulders. That's all you need. 3 seconds. That's all you need is 3 seconds.
When RTJ had him out, all you had to do was flip over, and he was able to pin the shoulders for 3 seconds and gain the victory for his team.
Wyatt Rhodes picking up the victory over RTJ. We'll be right back here in about 20 seconds.
Here we go with the second of our captain's matches leading up to Texas Fall Fury.
And we're back. Romero El Rejo Cruz making his way to the ring right now. Love that mask. Love the luchador outfit here. I think he's definitely got that look down pat. El Rejo. El Rejo.
The other half of the RWA Outlaws, Romero
Cruz and El Rejo. Cruz is getting ready to make his way out to the ring right now. Wayne Rhodes making his way down to the ring now. Wayne, the other half of the RWA Tag Team Champions, Wayne and Wyatt.
Tag Team Champion, Texas Outlaws,
So we have El Rejo and Wayne Rhodes getting ready to square off in our third match. 3 of 5. We've got 2 more matches to go. After this might actually be a short stream at this rate here. We might be able to pull this one off in about an hour. That'll be awesome, don't you think? But I definitely want to bring awareness to Dustin Rhodes' product. Dustin has a great product. I saw it, like I said, it was my first live review. And the product itself has been really, really good. El Rejo running around screaming at the fans around the ring here, just making sure that he's got enough space to work. Wayne Rhodes stalking El Rejo as they're making their little circles here right now. Looks like we might get into some action here in just a minute. Collar and elbow tie up. El Rejo with the hip toss right there, just letting you know he's there. Okay. Still circling each other here. Collar and elbow tie up. Let's see. Here's another hip toss. So El Rejo has been able to toss Wayne Rhodes a couple of times here. Pause. Let's see what Wayne's got in the. Let's see what Wayne's got in the chamber here. I don't think he's fired the first shot yet. El Rejo picking him up in a solid body slam. Every collar and elbow tie-up has wound up with Wayne Rhodes on his back. Wayne's starting to hulk up in the background here. Big hip toss from Wayne. Here comes another hip toss from Wayne. So now we're 2-2 on the hip toss. And just for good measure, there's a solid body slam from Wayne Rhodes. Big atomic drop on El Rejo. Jawbreaker. Wayne up there on the second rope counting to 10. Right after he gave him the hook 'em horn sign. For those of y'all who don't know what that means, that's exactly what that means. University of Texas, hook 'em horns. El Rejo reversing, catches a shoulder block, winds up on his back. Leapfrog, and Wayne comes back with a running drop kick. Caught him square in the chest, kicked him clean out of the ring. El Rejo down on the floor right now, questioning life decisions all over the place. All right, referee making the 10 count here, working our way around. Wayne has slipped back down to the ringside floor here. And he's chasing El Rejo. Oops, and El Rejo thought he was going to catch him with that drop, that elbow drop. That just did not work out well. Wayne scouted that move. Now Rejo calling for a timeout. There's no timeouts in wrestling, but that provided enough of a distraction. Rejo with a running lariat takes Wayne off his feet. He's down there trying to figure out where he is right now. That's usually not a good sign if you're a competitor. Big, solid right hand to the forehead of Wayne. He's driving those right hands in the corner there. Got a Rejo's out there. Wayne trying to fight his way out of this. Catches a knee lift for his efforts. El Rejo, big boots to the midsection here. Wayne still trying to figure out which way's up. Ooh, big chop from El Rejo. Across the chest of Wayne Rhodes. Wayne being the second half of the RWA Tag Team Champions. Whoa! Rejo charges the corner. Wayne lifts him up over the top rope. And whoops! Wayne Rhodes going for the spear. Rejo having a different idea. Hopping up, coming back down on the back of Wayne Rhodes across the ropes. Wayne is in trouble. He is flat on his back on the floor, and that's not where you want to be. Where you want to be at least in the ring. The concrete gives absolutely zero. At least the wood under the mat gives a little bit. Big boots from El Rejo, driving him deep into the gut of Wayne Rhodes now. Looks like we're going to get back in the ring here. No. He drives his head face first into the mat. Rejo hopping in to break the count. Oh, now they're going to be fighting out on the floor. Wayne trying to find his second wind here. Referee admonishing him to bring it back in the ring here. Rejo getting him back up there. Pause. Solid backdrop on the edge of the apron. That is the hardest part of the ring. Pause. And, now he's rolling in there, rolling through, shooting the half, 1 and 2, and not enough for 3. Kind of an arrogant cover there from El Rejo, but that's okay. It didn't pay off, and, nobody's shocked except but El Rejo. Solid right hands from Wayne. Trying to get some distance, trying to create some distance between himself and El Rejo. He drapes Wayne right across that second row, driving that knee back into the neck, pushing that chest deeper in, somewhat choking Wayne out a little bit. Another arrogant cover, not even a 1 count really. Wayne reaches up and throws a big chop across the gut. El Rejo saying he's getting ready to put him away. Let's see if he actually pulls this off. Pause. Big shoulder into the gut area. He's got Wayne over in the corner there. Got him up on the top of the turnbuckle. Big slap. El Rejo saying he's about to put this match away. Let's see what we got here. Wayne Rhodes trying to fight back from on that top turnbuckle right there. A boot here, a kick there, etc. Big boot to the face. Wayne able to come up with some kind of offense here. Let's see what we got here. The crowd's starting to get into it. The crowd, of course, consisting of the rest of the students watching how these matches come together. The psychology of this match is not bad. Like I said, El Rejo looks very presentable. And so does Wayne. Big suplex, bringing El Rejo back into the ring. 3 the hard way. Exactly. That's actually 3 the hard way. Not what Los Angeles Knight has to say there. But, that is actually 3 the hard way right there. Both men down. We're up to a 4 count. Referee making the count. All right, Wayne Rhodes is back to his feet. So is El Rejo. Rejo runs right into an elbow. Runs into a lariat. Swing and a miss. And Wayne Rhodes pulling off that patented Rhodes uppercut from the floor. Reverse, and Wayne winds up back in the corner again. El Rejo goes to whip him across the ropes there. And another reverse and a power slam. 1 and 2 and not enough for 3. El Rejo kicks out and Wayne Rhodes firmly in control of this match now. The psychology in this thing is absolutely phenomenal. Wayne trying to go for a suplex, reversed, and El Rejo, kind of an inverted brainbuster there. We're trying to figure out if Wayne is okay. I don't think. He's still just staring. He's motionless. And he kicks out at the last second there. Not enough for 3. Wayne Rhodes very much alive and well in this match here. The crowd's starting to get into it again. El Rejo trying to figure out what it's going to take to put Wayne away. Wayne is dragging himself over to the ropes and dragging himself back up here. Lord knows. Ooh, big miss by El Rejo. That's a Dustin Rhodes style. RTJ coming back. RTJ providing the interference. Wyatt out there to deal with RTJ. Wyatt and RTJ going at it out on the outside of the rope there. Meanwhile, Wayne's not paying attention here. Let's see what we got.
Meanwhile, Wayne. Oh, he's got the tights.
And El Rejo picks up the win with a handful of tights over Wayne Rhodes with all the distractions outside the ring. But your winner is El Rejo.
Romero Cruz picking up the win thanks to a grab of the tights.
Handful of tights, still pulled off the win. We'll be back in roughly about 30 seconds here. I'm not even bothering hitting mute because, you know, we just, it doesn't do any good anyway. So there we are. All right, we'll be right back here in about 20 seconds.
Against the former champion, the RWA Outlaws. They won't get those belts. At this time, please join me in welcoming the Rhodes Wrestling Academy Women's Champion, Always Iris.
All right, we've got Always Iris making her way to the ring right now. The Rhodes Wrestling Academy Champion, looking as only she can look. Iris, the RWA Women's Champion, making her way up to the arena, up to the ring right now, working her way in here for an in-ring segment is what it appears to be.
There's something to say. She calls herself AI for a reason. Let's hear what the champ has to say. Iris, you requested this time that you had a message for the Rhodes Wrestling Academy. Can you please give us that message now?
Yes. I'm issuing an open challenge. I want someone to be able to jump over the ropes, jump over politics, metaphorically speaking, and challenge me for my RWA Women's Championship. However, it would have to be next showcase as my leg has been under repair. Will anyone be willing to communicate? That's the question.
All right, who's going to accept the open challenge for the next showcase show, which will be Showcase 12? Drea, so I got it wrong. Drea and Iris are going to go at it next RWA show, and you can pretty much guarantee we're going to be covering that live, and like we're covering it live right now. So it's going to be Iris and Drea for the RWA Women's title.
It's about a wrestler to me. She will be a formidable opponent. Hi, Iris. I know the last time we saw each other, things were a bit brutal. But I'm back. I'm here to let you know that I've turned a new leaf in a better place. And I'm here to accept the challenge.
Maria telling everybody she's turned over a new leaf.
Humans have a problem with being consistent and are subject to change. I don't trust you. Dumb, sucking, rodents.
Okay, so I'm guessing Iris's gimmick is that she is actually
You
AI.
are to trust me. See, I'm not proud of my past. I'm not proud of the anger and spitefulness that I held. But I went to go work on myself, and I'm back, and I'm here. And I'm not only here to accept your open challenge. I'm here to congratulate you. I have watched your run. You've done an amazing job as a champion. But
A little bit of flattery in there. 18 viewers. Goodness gracious alive.
Right. So I think it's safe to say that on Showcase 12, it will be Iris versus Drea for that RWA women's.
There you have it. Showcase 12, Iris versus Drea. And the crowd seems to appreciate it.
Ray trying to lead right here. Looks like
Okay.
Iris is going to accept. So at our
Let the best female woman opponent win.
looks like we have a match. It looks like we have a match for our next
Yeah, it looks like we've got a match for RWA 12.
Women's Championship.
When that comes, you will definitely know about it because we will be promoting it. We will be covering it live like we're covering it live right now. Iris and Rhea for the RWA Women's title. Oh, never mind. Somebody running in I don't know yet with a kendo stick.
She is taking a kendo stick.
Up her ass with a kendo stick. Yeah.
And here comes Drea to help Iris out. Kimberlina beating up on that already injured leg. And now
And whoever that is seems kind of really passionate about the fact they do not want this match to happen. I can...
pull back for a moment because this is a serious situation we have. Iris, who was already favoring that leg, and now it gets attacked by Kimberlina.
Kimberlina is her name. Kimberlina went out there to beg to differ on the match structure for the next show. And, of course, it was received with a kendo stick. All right, one fall singles match coming up here right now. I really need to get one of those flags. Chad Lennox with Mother. I remember him from the last show. He's funny as hell. I'm telling you right now, this is going to be a funny match. I like this. I remember him from the last show. Very few things, because they're students. But Chad Lennox, I definitely remember. He brought Mama with him the last time. Chad Lennox with Mother already in the ring now. Let's see who his opponent's going to be.
Shall we say eccentric?
You can't beat a man in a onesie. That onesie is the best damn looking onesie I've ever seen. And trust me, my daughter has many of them.
What about that sparkly pink cape?
Yeah, what about that sparkling pink cape? And here comes the Bexar County Bastard. So it's going to be these two guys going at it here. So it's going to be Lennox and the Bastard going at it here. That's the best way I'm going to be able to call it here because I have a hard time with names anyway. And I only see these guys once a month, so it's hard to remember everybody. Put a little more chest into that next time, why don't you? We got Lennox and the Bastard. And, of course, according to commentary, we got a few son of a bitches running around here, too, so that works out pretty well. All right, Lennox taking a running start, trying to catch a shoulder block, and it's just not quite hitting like he thought it was going to hit. Mama Lennox down there directing traffic with that cane right now. The Bastard and Lennox going one-on-one so far. Lennox has tried a couple of shoulder blocks, and, apparently those didn't work very well. So the Bastard's saying, maybe the third time is the charm. Let's go ahead and see what we get off the third shot. All right, Lennox hulking up.
Check this out. Influenced by Samoa Joe, Kevin Owens, Kevin Steen.
And the Bastard just steps out of the way. Lennox slides all the way across the mat outside the ring, and Bastard hits him with one solid shoulder block, and it looks like that could have pretty much ended any hope he had for mental stability. Bastard slowly stalking Lennox. Lennox still outside the ring. Lennox trying to drag Bastard outside right now. Big right hand. Another big right hand. Discus right hand. And the Bastard's down on the floor. Let's see what we got going on here. And, of course, he's going over to talk to Mama about this. Yeah, I got to get a little hand sanitizer, because we don't want him to get any germs or anything like that. I think he got it in his eyes, though, and it's absolutely hilarious. Now we got alcohol in the eyes. Mama Lennox directing traffic here. Bastard hops in to break the count, hops back down to the floor. Lennox is such a genius, he just put hand sanitizer in his eyes. I mean, maybe you should have asked Mama how to do that. Maybe Mama could have told him. Lennox is just throwing bodies in between him and Bastard, trying to keep this ass whipping from happening. Apparently it's not very far off. Driving him into the road. Bastard got a handful of Lennox. Pause. Big chop outside. Big axe handle on the back. Bastard hops back in the ring to break the count up. Chad Lennox apparently still blinded by his own light. I guess, I don't know, maybe let's try not putting hand sanitizer in your eyes. And Lennox just keeps throwing bodies at the Bastard. The Bastard grabs him, uses the foot, big kick from whoever Lennox just threw at the Bastard. And Lennox, trying to run away, runs himself into the ring post, knocks the RWA sign completely down. It is clear that Chad Lennox is completely blinded himself. All right, this is getting a little too gimmicky here, but that's okay. Lennox throwing tampons at the Bastard. He must be a real bastard then, And now Lennox is resorting to hiding behind a woman. Bastard making sure the woman's okay. Now she's slapping the shit out of him. Now here comes an elbow from nowhere whatsoever as Lennox attempts to take control of this match. How he's going to do that, I have absolutely no idea, but I am telling you right now, you're in for a treat here because Lennox is highly entertaining, if nothing else. It's my first time seeing the Bastard, I think, unless he was at the last show. And like I said, I'm bad with names on certain things here. But once we get in the flow, we're in the flow. Bastard back in the ring. Lennox sizing up the Bastard. Big knee to the head. Bastard starting to remember what planet he's on, just not quite yet. Picked up a 2 count, loud enough to keep him down for the 3. Pause. So Lennox is going straight choke at this point here, not even hiding it. Referee admonishing him. All right, Bastard trying to get himself back upright. Pause. And Lennox knocks him down on the second rope, and he's literally sitting on his throat right now, trying to choke him out. Referee breaks that up. The bastard gets back to his feet. Lennox walks over there and gets ready. Deposits him in the corner. Did not work out. Tried to give him a chop. Lennox going straight for the eyes now. Just raking the eyes. Bastard having a hard time seeing right now.
They're kind of bastard blinded right now.
All right, Lennox applies a reverse neck breaker out of a half Nelson. Let's see what we've got here. And Mama Nelson trying to come up with fresh weapons. 1 and 2, not enough for 3 as the bastard kicks out. Let's see here. Crowd starting to get into this match here. Bastard gets up to his feet. Lennox with a stunner out of nowhere. Lennox doing a somewhat of a quasi-stomp across the bastard's chest. Bastard trying to roll out of it, trying to roll around, trying to get away from all of this melee, finding no love, no joy here. Lennox drops a big chop across the chest right here, and now he's heading up to the top rope. Man has absolutely zero success with this. But we will see. No, wait a minute. Wait, yep, there's a one miss. All right, misses badly, actually. But he does a running something kind of like a big boot. European uppercut to the back of the neck of the bastard. And drags him over close to the turnbuckle and says he's going up top. Pause. All right, he's up there in that high rent district. Let's see if he paid his bills. Nah, he changed his mind. Maybe he's afraid of heights. And the bastard obviously playing possum at this point. Alright, so, yeah, he made it to the second rope here. Lennox up on the second rope a little bit sketch, but, you know, hey, maybe he can do it from the first rope. Bottom rope for a hopping body press that missed everything. Even if he was throwing horseshoes or hand grenades, he would have still missed. And the bastard comes charging into the corner turnbuckle, whips him into the opposite turnbuckle, comes charging in there with a small lariat, whips him hard into the turnbuckle, pause, picks him up, backbreaker, whips him into the ropes, big lariat from the bastard. Running flying elbow, 1, 2, and not enough for 3 as he kicks right out. Bastard firmly in control of this match. Mama sitting there trying to hand him the cane, but not 100% sure this is going to work. Bastard got him up in the air, reversed by Wayne. Tried to roll him, did not work out. Ooh. Apparently he hurt himself too. I mean, you know, it is what it is. Swing and a miss. Enziguri on the bastard. The bastard is starting to stutter just a little bit here.
Kendo stick.
As Mama hits Wayne right there in the head with his own kendo stick, and she just threw the cane in there now. Not 100% sure weapons are allowed in this match.
Mark. No, not to use a cane. And he take Mickey Mark taking the cane. Inadvertently hit Chad Lennox in the head. And
Lennox just cleaned his own clock, and the bastard picks him up. End of days, and a count of 3. The bastard comes out on top of Lennox. Mama Lennox is obviously disappointed. Mr. Lennox did not know which way was up, and we're going to take a break here for just a couple of seconds, and then we will be right back. Not even going to bother with the audio, guys. All right, we'll be back in like literally 30 seconds here for the main event. We know that there's going to be a Rhodes in it.
nightmare as Chad Lennox picks up another loss. Congratulations, Bear County Bastard. Winning his comeback. Meanwhile, Chad Lennox, he is all sorts of discombobulated. And out wide. Just leave that as is.
All right, we got a match for the RWA, the Rhodes Wrestling Academy Championship here. That's going to be our main event tonight on Rhodes Wrestling Academy. And I've dropped the link about 5,000 times here, so you should be able to pick up on it. No sweat. Let's see who we got here. Shamir Alexander, the challenger. If you remember earlier here, like about an hour ago, he did win the over-the-top Battle Royal to be able to challenge for the RWA Heavyweight Championship for Rhodes Wrestling Academy. Shamir Alexander. Shamir Alexander waiting on his opponent. I cannot remember who the RWA champion is. I do apologize. Like I said, it's been quite a while here. I think it's been a couple of months since I did Showcase 10. If this sounds familiar, it probably does. C.D. Bennett, the RWA Rhodes Wrestling Academy heavyweight champion, bringing the belt to the ring with him right here. So we got C.D. Bennett versus Mr. Alexander. Shamir Alexander. So we've got Bennett Alexander. If that sounds terribly familiar, that's because it is. Probably a couple of second-generation wrestlers here right now. This is for the Rhodes Wrestling Academy Heavyweight Championship. Alexander and Bennett, we got 19 viewers. Let's see if we can get it to 20. Just for kicks and giggles, let's see if we can get it to 20. Referee's calling for the bell, and we're off. Bennett and Alexander circling the ring, getting themselves postured correctly. We do get a handshake. We get the code of honor before this big main event. Big fight feel, actually, for this. All right, collar and elbow tie up. Bennett pushes Alexander into the corner turnbuckle. We're going to get a clean break. Bennett does give that clean break. Alexander works his way back out of the ring corner here. Once again, circling each other, another collar and elbow tie-up. And Bennett turns that into an armbar. And now he's got him in a wrist lock with an armbar right now. Alexander rolls through that and hooks Bennett with an armbar for just a minute with a wrist lock and turns that into a headlock. And Bennett reverses it into a wrist lock. An over-the-head wrist lock on top of that. That's going to force Alexander down to the ring. Okay, never mind. Alexander reverses it. Got him in an armbar, turns it into a headlock. Here we go. We're doing a little bit back and forth. Both gentlemen filling each other out, pause, just to see where they're at in their respective careers. Bennett turns that into a headlock right away. Alexander with a couple of stiff shots, couple of stiff elbows to the side. Shoulder tackle takes Bennett down. Bennett and Bennett almost gets caught in the hip toss, turns it into a reversal, and went to do the leapfrog. Alexander caught him in a forward-facing atomic drop, and we're off to the races now. This could be a fairly high-paced match, and Alexander with a flying body block. Jumps up with a single kick to the chest. Alexander charges into the corner with a big splash and a big clothesline and another big splash. Got him lined up there. Let's see what we get. Big knee to the back of Bennett. Alexander firmly in control of this match. 1, 2, not enough for 3 as Bennett kicks out. Alexander gets our first pin attempt in this. This really does have a big fight feel to it. I realize the setting, I realize the look, I realize where they're at. This still has a big fight feel if you can watch it in the context as if we were sitting here front and center for a regular house show or even a pay-per-view. Bennett with 2 hip tosses back to back. Goes to charge the corner there. Alexander tosses him over the top rope. Big shoulder block rolling over the top. Uh-oh. Bennett got him in the chicken wing here and a side suplex out of a chicken wing. Bennett starting to pick his shots here. Standing moonsault. 1, 2, and not enough for 3 as Alexander kicks out just at the last minute. Just a reminder, this stream is brought to you by Freshen Up Energy and Cosmic Snacks. When you want to relax, it's Cosmic Snacks. And when you need to find synergy, it is Freshen Up Energy. Bennett has Alexander on the mat where he wants him. Pause. Got him in sort of an armbar shoulder lock here. Putting a lot of pressure on that shoulder joint right there. Doing a little bit of joint manipulation just when Alexander tries to get back in it. See, that's the beauty of that thing because your body has to go where it's told to go when you grab people in a certain position. Pause. Alexander with a swing and a miss, and Bennett turns that into a side suplex. 1 and 2, not enough for 3. But you can definitely tell the pace is starting to pick up just a little bit here. Bennett's starting to firmly take control of this match. And the flu is firmly taking control of my head here, so kind of bear with me here just a minute. Bennett whips him back into the corner turnbuckle and a solid shoulder and a European uppercut. Bennett starting to just kind of fall to the floor like a sack of taters there. Not Bennett, but Alexander does. Bennett picks him back up and starts applying the fisticuffs. Started to whip him into the other corner, and Alexander reversed that. Followed it up with a lariat. Big hip toss. Almost all the way across the ring. Bennett's in a little bit of trouble at this point. Alexander's starting to turn the tide here, and that's what I was trying to tell you earlier when I said this has a big fight feel to it. This has all the feels to it as a standard match you would see. The only thing we're missing is the actual 18,000 seated and cheering. And C.D. Bennett comes up with his own version of end of days. 1, 2, and not enough for 3 as Alexander kicks out at 3 and 7/8, or 2 and 7/8. All right, Bennett working Alexander back up into a headlock. Alexander questioning life decisions right now as he's trying to figure out what planet he's on, because that last kick out was absolute desperation. Crowd starting to get into the match here. Harder and harder, pause. Alexander fights out of that headlock and runs back into an Bennett backbreaker. Alexander definitely questioning life decisions at this point. See here, big boot from Bennett to the back of Alexander. This match is kind of starting to wind down. I'm almost 100% sure here. Alexander, having wrestled, this is his second match, winning the Battle Royal in our opening segment here on the Rhodes Wrestling Academy. Big suplex from Mr. Bennett to Alexander. Alexander's back cannot possibly take much more of this abuse, but Bennett picks him up, gets him into a rear naked choke, and of course Alexander gets out of that. Now he's got him in a half surfboard here, giving him that silver surfer look here. This is Rhodes Academy, Rhodes Wrestling Academy. If you have any questions, you can go to RhodeSWrestlingAcademy.com. There you can find all the participants for today's showcase and the last showcase, and the participants coming up for the next showcase. All right, Alexander whips him into the corner. Pretty solid there. Making a run with a splash and a lariat on C.D. Bennett. Started to whip him back into the ropes there, and it was reversed by Alexander, and he's catching him on the roll there. Bennett just does escape the roll there. Big belly-to-belly suplex there. Belly-to-back suplex, actually.
60 seconds ago. Now he looks like he's the man.
Going for the cover.
Not enough for the 3, though. Alexander refusing to go down, pause. And we're at 22 viewers. Thank you very much. Thank you. We are 1 hour and 14 minutes into this show right now, and everything's starting to go C.D. Bennett's way. Alexander gets back to his feet and applies just as good of a slap as he could give. Bennett returns with a solid right hand. Alexander with a right hand. Bennett with a solid elbow. Alexander hits Bennett with an elbow off the ropes. Irish whip. C.D. Bennett working it, and
Big spine buster by Alexander.
yeah, what he said. Big spine buster from Alexander. We got 27 viewers. Where in the world are y'all coming from? Thank you. Big spine buster from Alexander on to C.D. Bennett. Bennett is in a lot of trouble. I told you this had a big fight feel to it, and it looks like Alexander's starting to get his game together. Running elbows. Bennett is more off his feet than on his feet. Standing drop kick. Alexander willing himself back around there. Both Alexander and Bennett flat on their backs on the ring. Referee starting to apply the 10 count. We're up to 4 now. Alexander trying to will himself back into this match. Bennett slowly starting to stir. Alexander has yet to stir. And we are at 7. We are at 8. Alexander started to kick up. Didn't quite make it. Bennett back on his feet. Alexander catches him in a spinning slam. And I think he probably made himself just as dizzy there. Alexander does a Rough Rider on the back paws. Big axe handles across the back. Alexander right now. CD Bennett trying to catch control of this match yet again. Bennett helping Alexander, trying to help Alexander back to his feet, catches the right hand for his troubles and responds with a European uppercut. Now he's giving him some stiff body shots. Pause. Big axe handle on the back of the neck. Working him out over there in the corner, just kind of wearing him out slowly. Breaking the count when he needs to. Starts to whip him into the corner. Alexander reverses it. Comes off the corner into a power slam. Alexander trying to roll over 1 and 2 and not enough for 3 as Bennett kicks out last second there. That was at least a 2 3/4 though. Not quite sure who is in control of this match right now, but Alexander does get a second wind here. He's showing lariat. He's showing lariat. Big lariat from Alexander to Bennett. And Bennett is flat on the ground looking up at the air, questioning life decisions. 1 and 2, and Bennett gets a foot on the ropes to break the count here. I told you this has got a big fight feel to it. The only thing you're missing is the actual wrestling crowd. These gentlemen are putting on a spectacular show. Crowd starting to get into it now. Alexander says, I'm going to finish this. That never ends well for most people, but let's see how it works for him. Takes to the ropes. Bennett jumps under and hits him with a solid spear. Not enough for the 3 though, as Alexander just does get his shoulder up. We're in the deep end at this point. I'm not going to say we're 3 miles offshore just yet, but we are definitely in the deep end of the ocean on this match. I thought for sure that was it too. I thought when he hit him with that spear, I thought it was over with. All right, he's dragging Bennett out to the middle of the ring now, and he's taken to the top rope. Bennett is making his way up to the top turnbuckle. What do we have coming here? From the top rope, was going for the flying body press. Nobody home. Alexander rolls out, and Bennett just flapjacks himself right on the ring mat, and Alexander's starting to get his 3rd win now. We're already past the 2nd win here. Showing lariat. Oh, ducks under. Big boot from nowhere. Bennett comes up with that one. I think he literally pulled that out of his ass. 1, 2, and enough for the... That's it. Yeah, I wanted to make sure that was it. CD Bennett retains the Rhodes Wrestling Academy Heavyweight Championship over Alexander. Hard-fought match, considering Alexander had to win the Battle Royal at the beginning of the show just to get the opportunity, but that does tend to conclude this show for us. Told you it was going to be a pretty quick stream. We'd probably be out of here within an hour and a half, 2 hours tops. Didn't think it was going to be that long of a show. Just remember, November 21st, Texas Fall Fury, Rhodes Wrestling Academy, or Rhodes Wrestling Association at November 21st. And, of course, CD Bennett helping Alexander back to his feet. Big high fives, big hug. That's going to do it for us here tonight on Grabs TV and The Sicko Show. I'm your host, the Matty Man. We've been covering Rhodes Wrestling Academy's number 11. That's where we're at right now. Showcase number 11, live from Rhodes Wrestling Academy in Texas. Hope everybody has a great evening. Let's enjoy the rest of the football that we've got right now. We've got Football Night in America coming up next. And it's been fun, but we'll definitely be here tomorrow for the Monday Night Raw live watch-along. And we'll be there from there. All right, so, I'm about to head on back out here. I do appreciate y'all joining me. We did have 27 solid viewers tonight. Thank you very much. So we'll see you tomorrow night, roughly about 7:55 for our stream start time. That way we're there for Monday Night Raw. So we'll see you tomorrow. And good night, America, wherever you are.